Hey everyone, it's Jody here, your Wednesday host for FTRealM, and I hope everyone is having a good week, and I hope you are getting ready to celebrate the weekend if you're doing Valentine's Day activities, whether you're in a relationship or if you're single, you know, just have some fun. Have some fun this weekend. Screw Valentine's Day, just in general, if you're single if you want to, or do whatever. Just do something fun, you know? Treat yourself. And another thing I wanted to mention is we're looking for some more topic ideas to add to the channel, so if you guys have some ideas, please leave us some comments below, and we will check them out and go from there. Since we want you guys to watch the videos and enjoy the videos, so just let us know what you want to know, or what you want us to talk about. You know what I mean. So that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm going to go ahead and get into this week's topic, which is detransitioning. Now, I do want to say, first and foremost, is that I'm totally fine with a person detransitioning. The reason why that is because it's not my life. I don't know what's best for somebody else's life. I only know what's right for me and what feels right for me, and that's the only thing I have control over is myself. And so I just want to put that out there that I'm totally okay with people detransitioning. Now, some of the videos and the media coverage about people that detransition and their personal experiences on why they detransition have been very, very negative. And that kind of irritates me because it's like, I feel that taking hormones and maybe some things happening that you didn't expect to happen to you or you didn't want to happen to you happened, and then, you know, you decided to detransition. But obviously you transitioned for a reason, and so I would say I would hope that somebody would do some self-awareness before they just, like, put shit on blast about all the negative shit that happened while on hormones. But we all know that doesn't happen. People are irrational, and then they're like, oh, fuck, I sounded like an idiot, and that wasn't the only reason, or there was multiple reasons, but I didn't talk about those multiple reasons. So I'd hope that in order to educate people about the trans community and saying that detransitioning was right for me because of these things happening while I was maybe on hormones, something like that. But I know that that doesn't happen when you're, like, emotional and there's emotionally charged and there's all this stuff going on. So just make sure you're in a good state of mind before talking about just the negative aspects of transitioning. Let's be positive in the same process and things, and have that self-awareness. That's what I hope for. And another thing is the trans community. So people that had a really shitty experience from the trans community for whatever reasons, and then they decided to detransition because of people in the community. And it's like, okay, that's not the entire community. We're not all assholes. We're going to meet a lot of assholes regardless if they're cisgendered, gender neutral, or trans. And so, you know, it just goes back to that self-awareness aspect of it. Is like, what else is going on that makes you feel that going back to either being female or gender-neutral state is what's going to make you happy and what's going to be best for your life? Like that long-term aspect of it and such. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, let me know and I'll clarify what I'm talking about. But I think that makes sense. So, but yeah, detransitioning, it's rough because it creates a lot of stirs. But the only reason why I say talk about self-awareness and detransitioning and recognizing maybe the positive with the negative aspects is good, because then that way people don't get the wrong impression that you're representing maybe the entire community, or somebody that detransition is representing the entire community, because that's one aspect of the people, one aspect of the trans community. Like, there's thousands of other people, and we're all different in our own way, and so we want to make sure that people understand, regardless if they, like, randomly see your video or randomly see your blog about detransitioning, that this is, like, it's your own personal journey. It's not the entire community, and we need to make people aware of that, so then that way we can gain those rights that we're looking for, along with having that recognition of our gender identity, because people that just toss shit out there, nothing about the negative, nothing about the positive, or maybe you're indifferent about some things, and you're only talking about negative shit, then people are gonna go, well, trans people don't really exist. This is all a bunch of fucking bullshit. Because eventually they're just gonna be females again, or they're just gonna be living androgynous lives or something shit like that. You know what I mean? And so I think that we forget sometimes that we only represent ourselves, and we're a part of a community, and we need to make that self-aware, because we're not the entire community. I'm not the entire community, you know? Like, this is just my opinion on the topic. And so that's why I try to voice that, so then that way people don't think I'm speaking for, like, thousands of other people. And that way it creates a dialogue for other people to voice their opinions, and their voices can be heard if they want them to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it makes sense. So, that's really all I have to say about the topic. If I don't make sense or you need me to clarify something, please let me know. I do check out my comments on my videos and other people's comments on other videos, just to see if there's anything that, you know, maybe I can clarify with before the other guys get to it or whatever. So I do check it periodically, so hit us up. And don't forget, if you have a topic idea, please let us know. Alright, and I will see you next Wednesday. Take care.